Steve, please call me.
Alright, so go on now.
No, yeah.
Oh, same thing that's happening to me. Same thing that's happening to me.
And this one is just to start and also it starts also virus.
Oh, you know
It's a common, yeah, it's a common, something I'm familiar. That's why you say, okay, just to start.
Arrest it first.
In fact, you see this issue. There was an institute, they were
in Nigeria, where you do
with Nigeria. So they were having between cyber security. They were trying to install, you see that issue we resolved that we had to go and disable 3D acceleration.
Yeah.
And then this issue. Okay, this one is common. You see this one, you want to show that.
I don't
Yeah,
have
you see
this
that
one.
that
I don't have
issue.
this
Yeah,
one. Just the 3D.
just that one. They did it for like almost 2 hours. When they now call me, because there's a guy, he knows that he doesn't even know if I fix something like, but he knows that I used to fix that. He just said he should call. He called me. I said, if I can come out, I can come over. Because I just want to come. Then I got there. The institute gave me 10 just this issue. Right, so you check online different pieces, and it's just how many seconds we take us. Just go there and again. So like this one now too. This one is very common. Sometimes it's when we encounter issues you learn new things. Like if this thing happen again, don't come you. In fact, if somebody asks you,
I've even tried that. I've even tried it.
no, see this one now. See this one I want to talk. So we start.
No, I said that you
We'll
know
come to
that
virus.
I-
Come to virus.
So I was saying, I'm probably going to
When does the issue you have?
You must not have the issue first.
So now see what is his own screen now. It's showing, see the way it's very tiny. Right, so I'm expecting to explain it here now. So now this one, you have to install VMware tools. Like you're driving on the computer. So to install the VMware tools, okay, first let's attach it to the environment. So where you have internet access. So I'm going to attach it to the environment. Your laptop is connected, right? So the network. You can connect, there are 2 networks now. It's connected now. So attach to the 0. And so now, let's install the so like we say install this
He said one by how did you resolve it?
That's still there.
Eh.
His BIOS is passworded. This same laptop had the same issue, it's just to go to BIOS now. So click in. Just click in. Right, so
That means we need to press something. We need to press something
now
before.
so do the installation.
You don't do
Next,
this.
yes.
No, I think it's
Let's start.
F11 or F4.
You should just press escape. Either F12 or F12.
Okay. You don't custom or capital.
No, I say everything is next. Also provide
Because we are pressing multiply. Please, good option. Good option.
Let's look for neutralization. How do we neutralization? I don't like joint neutralization. But I have only known cases since now.
I think this thing that you're doing, I think I've done it on my system before.
So it's a very common issue, especially with this
I
kind
know
of
one
HP
time
laptop.
I downloaded it.
Like,
Not option.
it's not easy to if we go to, there are some communities, you see this issue, you know, what we do, this is how we do sometimes. Let me tell you how we get to connect to people. You know, someone will Google, how do I bypass my password, or I forgot I did something. So we as IT guys or tech guys will respond to them. If you want to communicate, you see people responding, you see a thread or respond to them. Some people get your email address. So even maybe appreciate you by paying something. You are providing service freely, learning, because it's a public space. You're coming to just provide. It's like YouTube and the likes, or YouTube comment section. In fact, I've got connected to someone, their YouTube comment section, like that. So, like this kind of issue now, when you provide a solution, someone will come to you and say, how did you say, I've encountered this and I did this, right? The person will try it. It's the same YouTube they watch, they will not get it, right? So because it might be the environment or the OS, so you encounter this and you resolve it. For instance, you commented on the YouTube video and I say, I did it this way and it worked. So the person that published the YouTube video might not have time to come and respond to that person. So you responded, okay, I can help you do this. When you help the person say, please, I beg your email address, send me the patch file, send me something. I've connected to people like that. Yeah, so this kind of issue now, if you say
You don't come down. I did that. You don't come down.
anybody with this, so now we don't need to. What did you attach to business?
No, that's my laptop. What's in the bow?
Not.
I won't
Thank you.
enter
So
the bow.
close
They
this.
ask me for bow.
Remind me later. Remind me later. So is there any way you can scroll down?
Yeah,
Personal
come on,
use.
please.
Just personal use. Just personal use. Just click on personal use. Thank
Extension.
you. Double
Which
click on this.
extension? No,
It's not
no,
good.
no extension. Oh, one purple one like this. So one pink one like this. Yeah. You do my
Just a moment.
pink one. I just snap around.
So you're not right.
How far? I can call you back.
Yes, funny.
Ah.
So yeah, so I'm on.
I dey come. I just really. But I dey come. It's really.
Like so you're good now.
I
Maybe we
think,
start out
but
with
this one make I
that's
carry
now.
for football.
Imagine you say something that's very Chinese.
Eh?
You're installing Windows 10, right? Right, so this. So
So
just
where
Windows, the Windows Server and the Windows 10 solution.
That's all right.
Maybe now we will fix it.
Hello?
So we want the Windows Server and the Windows 10.
No challenge. I will call you back. I just want
Okay.
Right, so let me see.
So you know, so that one not give you a hand like this.
So you can go ahead, be installing the Windows.
Yeah, that pink one, you get out.
Mike, be installing the Windows 10. Let's have the Windows 10 installed.
Okay, but you come, I will transfer out. Okay.
So now, just don't create account to offline account, please. Don't try it.
Actually,
Offline, yes. Don't anything that will take us online. Right, so once we are done installing, then I will explain the reason why we are doing this. Right, so limited experience. Limited experience. So if it's scroll up, let me see what the name is, the actual name is.
What's going to
Who's going to
who is
use
going to
this?
use this?
Windows, just give Windows 10, just like we did. Right, so but at the end of the day, the name, the exact name will not be this. Right. Okay, Mr. Okay, because you are already ahead, so we do this. Should we do it together? When it's done. Alright. So once this one is done, right, so scroll up. I don't think I recognize this. There's access to recent content. If you use your choice, not now accepts only one. So just want to see the desktop environment. That's all. So accept.
I just want to try and skip forward. You don't have to skip.
No. I don't think this one popped up on his own. So skip this one, please. The person that you're calling, is it the one that provides password?
Yes.
If there is no password, let's do something. I know that he doesn't have password. He will tell you what to do. That's this. Because after that issue. This is taking time. It's not on.
And this cable can.
I can do it. That's a GM. He has a GM. He has that reception. The adapter. That's how we got long distance.
Maybe that's the main copy, that means it's the English copy. But most times it's in English. So, English one.
I don't know, it's not making me
Maybe I'll touch how many major line do we have? One, two. Are you sure this is lines or like this? How do you compare? He's sharing screen, but he's not in the meeting.
How can I put this thing so I don't need to be scrolling down all the time?
Yeah? Like Mr. Bodani Hafa.
Like, I don't want to just, instead of going to school somewhere, I don't want to be scrolling up on that.
You can scroll now. It doesn't. You can reduce it.
Yes, how would I do this now? So that everything just.
I will explain. I will explain this stuff. What you have is not an issue. No issue.
I
You
know.
can use it. The same way you on your own, the way you use resolution.
No.
To desktop. But you know, because this window needs to be activated first. If not, you're not able to adjust.
I think I don't have something like that on my own. Activity windows.
So let's click on the desktop. I will see the desktop. So about.
Screen setting now. Is it on the screen setting? Screen setting.
This is size. Alright, so it's the. Alright, so now let's come to. Oh, you're not in the meeting now.
Conquer.
I know you this guy.
It's more. Should I do
Yes.
Go to the password. Go to password.
Yeah, no need for password for the extend. You get very important. Don't need. That's why I said I will explain. Once I explain, you see that what I'm saying, no need for password. Not like you cannot.
I'm joining, so I think using the password.
Okay, you're joining now. Okay, I've admitted you, Mr. So you stop sharing. So Mr. Desmond, share. So let's see your workstation. Alright, so here we have. Okay, let me just share it too. I don't think it's more than 5 MB to the group, so just to activate this Windows. I don't like seeing that activate Windows. So I can have it on my phone. I'll share it to the group now. Mr. Desmond. So you check the group, you'll see something. I'm sharing it too now to the group. I just shared it. Yeah. No, we are coming back to the side. Virus detected. That's false positive. No, don't open it that way. Just go to your download. Go to your Telegram download. Don't open it that way. You know your Telegram desktop now, your File Explorer. Go to your File Explorer. minimize Telegram. Just minimize Telegram. Your file explorer, where you see your hard drive. So when I say go to file explorer, where you see your hard drive, your flash drive, that's a file explorer. Now go to download. You see Telegram desktop. You go send it on channel 1. Send it on another one. You've seen it there. Are you on Telegram desktop? Are you on download? You should see. Scroll down. Scroll down. Probably you've not downloaded anything. Scroll down first.
I'm not downloading.
No, scroll down. Scroll down for me.
No.
Alright, so what I just shared something. Download it now. It's downloaded. Alright.
Should I download?
Are you sure? Telegram is connected. Yeah. If you don't activate it,
What is that? Is that
use this setting, please. I know this setting is better. The same password.
what is the use of those two
Just activate Windows Server. If you have any Windows, these are the two. This one will activate. This one will activate from 2021 down. This one will activate.
Should I open it? I've downloaded already. Should I open it?
If you're not activated, alright, so now, go to your download now. You should see this.
I've not downloaded it yet. You should let me go there now.
Yeah, go to that file explorer. You should see it now. Just refresh also. I click and refresh. I click here.
Let me download it first.
Okay, download. Alright, so wait, just come here now. Just come there. I want to confirm. Why is it not showing? It's supposed to create a folder. Because it came straight to download. It didn't create a folder called Telegram desktop. Right, go on. So now drag this or copy this to your Windows 10. Copy to your Windows 10. Copy to your Windows 10. So let's just activate the Windows 10.
Like this one.
Just if yours is activated, it's activated, leave it. It's just because of this. Yes, double click on the black screen.
Where's that activated?
This is it. See now. Activate Windows. Oh, you need WinRAR.
But mine,
You need
mine doesn't
WinRAR.
have this one.
You need WinRAR. Let me share WinRAR to you. You need WinRAR. The Windows 10 needs WinRAR. So let me share WinRAR now. If you don't, it's just him alone. Mr. Makari. Your own is special. A special issue. I need to treat it.
No.
Right, so Mr. Yeah, that's one check. Alright, so So now let's. I want us to be fast on the setup. You are done, right? Any other person? Are you done?
You study the time.
What's the way now?
What's this one? You install server or you install Linux. Eh? This is Linux. Because you need to do this information.
You don't answer.
Which one?
Are you connected to the internet?
I don't think it's network issue. Maybe something is. Connected. Where's your hard drive? Let me copy Kali Linux. Yes, your own hard drive. It's never connecting. Network, yeah, it's fine.
You have to list of it. You have to download
Can I copy the entire
No, we are
folder?
connected to that later.
After the money here,
So you know that
Should I copy the entire folder?
which folder?
This
The one you just downloaded, the zip file.
Yes, all this one.
Just the winger. You understand? Because you already have your Windows 10 is activated. So just winger. So you have the link. Winger. So just copy download and copy to your this thing. So now double click Mr. You have to leave your laptop here. So okay, you're not that but you have winger. Winger. So just if you have winger, you can download it on your host. Just copy it. And I know the free one. So just so now. You have to install VMware to if not, it will not copy. Yes. Open it.
I can't paste it.
Okay. Don't copy it first. I'm calling them Mr. Yeah, don't install it. Last time I copied it, paste it.
See how long on your instructor.
That's what I was saying, we have
How did you paste it? How did you get the 6 days? The mirror, how did you paste it? I can't paste.
I copied it from where it's stored. And where it's saved them and yeah, you want to paste on the desktop there. Okay, we understand the stuff.
Well, hey, you have to install VMware tools again.
Jimmy,
You want to?
I can't paste.
Yeah, that's the answer is from the this is what
Yes.
I think it's done.
you don't actually you don't even use but just in case it's the one because it's trying to activate and you need that
Yeah, it's just next to it.
something will pop up here.
So it's the okay, this PC, this PC,
It is to see.
local dates, program files, WinRAR. So you're going to paste that file copy. WinRAR, what's come to WinRAR? Second to the last.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Then paste it in. Don't worry, it's not going to work. So just close it. So now, so cancel this. Right, if I click on this file, extract to the last option. It's just simple, but it's trying to activate it anyway.
You start with this KMS, right?
Yes, yes. So we want the folder. So now this is the folder it has been extracted. So open the folder. Open it. Right, so right click on activate. The first activates.
This one.
The first one. That's not activate.
The first
Okay, activate. Okay, I click on it.
Yes. One that's administration. Yes. So just be looking. We want this to go off. But if this doesn't go off, there are certain Windows components that you will not. And so it's activating. Just be looking. You see this thing with this okay. You most Windows.
Trying to restart. I think that's issue.
Going to start.
If you need to copy again to start code, I don't think you need those things.
No, I'm talking about where I'm not talking about something new issue.
Extension, right? So, press any key. Try it again. It doesn't work. Alright, so now let's be on our server. Mr. Let's go right click, activate. What as administrator. So why it's running, right? So let's be on our server. So just allow it. Come to your server. So let's all be on our server. Come to your server. Be on your server, even though you are studying in this net. Let's all be on our server. Let's all be on our server. Mr. Bonajibo is still studying this. Let's be on our server. So click on the server now. Unlock, enter the password. Unlock.
What did we say?
What's the issue?
Tell her she will start.
The Windows server.
Yeah, you start. You should start.
Yeah, it starts. You have to start. Right, so Mr. You're looking for a way to enter the password, right?
Yeah.
So click here. So whenever it is locked, you need to enter the password. You just click here. So enter the password. So you can see the name you give, the administrator. So if you are not giving the password, you are typing something wrong. You constantly create additional accounts. Okay, so just close this mini tab. Right, so right now we've only set up Windows 10 and Windows Server. So tomorrow we'll be setting up Kali. So that means you have to copy the Kali ISO. Right, so if you're installing Kali, I think you still need that specialization.
No. But I still need to download all those stuff that I sent. All the stuff I sent to
No, I'll just add Kali to it. Those things are still useful, you still use them.
I'll download all of them. Then I'll
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. It's what I'll be sending now. All those ones. Why? It's because of its own particular. If you have that concern, you do that. I don't think you have to. Alright, so now on the server, let's be on the server. So let's launch our server manager. Oh, when you install the server, you've restarted now.
No issue.
That's the server manager. So let's have this. Okay? This is the server manager. Have you started this? When you finish installing, you need to start. Not the most started, so you know it started, you see the yellow icon there. So you have right person, left person. When you're lagging behind, you talk to him like that. So you call me attention. So you're on the server manager. He's not on the server manager. When you see that he's not on the server manager, if you launch, you say, oh, this is on the server manager. Right. So on to start. So let's pin this server manager to our task bar. I click on the server manager and pin to task bar. You already have the server manager launched now.
Yes.
Thank you. So unlock your password, unlock your distance.
It's already on pin. It's already pin, right?
I say you should pin this. That's from start. You see start. So right, so you have a server manager, right? So let's also you can right click here and see if you can pin now. Right click, you already open now, so right click here to see if you can pin. You show you pin to tax bar. Okay? You show you pin to tax bar. So that means you can pin from here. So close this, Mr. Let's close this. Okay. Right, so now, here we only have 2 computers here. We only have 2. So the goal is to have minimum of 5 virtual devices. Maximum of how it depends on the capacity of your laptop. Right, so we only have, so this is how it is now, right? So, you know, in most organizations, when you come on board, there's always a server. Most organizations, we are using bank for all 2 hour simulation, banking environment. We have worked, have an opportunity to provide, and we still provide services for banks, right? So when you have, you can have multiple servers. A server for different purposes. You can have a server. No bank, they have applications. So there might be a server that is hosting applications, or there might be a server for sending mails. A server for different purposes. Even pharmacies, they have a server. So that servers are for different purposes. So the first thing we are setting up here now is our server. We've installed the server. But right now, it's not doing the work of the server. It's just like a normal operating system. So what makes it a server is because, so like I said, I'll be using my laptop, using my laptop as a server. Right, so in my explanation, right? So this is my server. My server is connected to the network, the same network your computers are connected to, right? So I'll be setting up resources on this server. So the same thing now, you will be setting up resources on this server, you understand? So that this Windows 10, which is like your client, you know, this is, let's say, it's just Mr. Makari PC, right? So, and mine is the only one that's currently in this organization now, at the moment, right? So, this is my server, this is the Windows 10. This is the server, this is the Windows 10. You can go on and install more Windows 10 if you want. Like I said, it depends on the capacity of your system. If you have up to 16 gig RAM, if you have up to more than, if your hard drive space is much, I think I've seen Mr. Ahmed's hard drive space. There's enough space. If you want to install one more, you can install. Very, very important, right? So, but me, I have more than 16. Not just Windows 10. There are different virtual devices, right? So for now, we just only need 2. So tomorrow we'll be installing Kali. So now, like I said, this server is not doing the work of a server yet. It's just installed, just like we've all installed. So what makes it a server is because we want this client to be depending on this server for certain resources. To be able to access this server to fetch resource, right? So for one purpose or the other. So this Windows 10 now, you can't call that Windows server a server yet. So one, because there are no resources, it's not depending on that. They are just connected to the network. you attach. Okay, we've not attached VMnet 0, right? And we have not attached Windows 10 to the same network the server is connected to. Right, so before we do that, so let's first of all confirm the IP address. I don't think there will be let's confirm the IP address of go call up command prompts. Let's click on the server. Let's see the IP address.
In the server.
Yes, I think this will make us to understand what I'm explaining. So IP config. Just IP config. So you can see it's giving us 50.128. Because what? Why is it giving us 50.128? No, because the NAT, yes, this server was attached to VMnet 0, and the network address for VMnet 0 is 50.0 network address, and we enabled GSCP, and it has been you check the GSCP range. I think it started from 120 or something. Then it gave us 128 or something. It gave us 128. It gave this server 128. Right now, do IP config. Okay, this the gateway is the network that we created. So now come to Windows 10. Let's do IP config. Hold on, before you do IP config, come to on this Windows server. Try to on the Windows server. Let's run a ping to Google DNS. Run a ping to Google DNS. Ping www.facebook or google.com. What's the issue? Is this on Windows server? There's not attached to DNS. Come to XPH. So let's do it now. Right click on Windows server. Settings. Network adapter. So this thing that he is doing or we are doing for you. Next time nobody knows for you. You know why? Because it's your network. You are the one, you are the administrator of this. We are creating these like organizations. Like we have MTN, we have Eastern Bank, we have provide service for Eastern Bank, one airline company. So I have their servers set up here. Manage by accessing their network. I already have server configured in their network. You get so if you come to my server, you will not understand. If you come to my network, you will understand. If I come to your network, you be able to guide me. Okay, this is I connected this one to this one and this one. So it's just gradual. I'm just telling you. I want to put it so that you understand it. So now you are connecting this one to VMnet. What?
VMnet 0.
Thank you. So VMnet 0. So and VMnet 0, I say VMnet 0 is the network that will bring internet. Any device you connect to VMnet 0 will have internet access.
The host,
Yeah, it is bridged to the host, but not there. Right. So I remember the reason why we didn't why we selected NAT.
So
Right,
like
so
to have different like
to have different IPs. So not like when you switch, like when you're switching from one network to another, the server will still retain its IP.
It's connected already.
If you don't use, I don't really use
You're not doing anything with
it will be changing.
It's not even the issue. It's using the command from the default system.
Now
Not
you
the feature.
so you are there now.
I don't know.
I don't know, but was it attached before? Was it attached to VMnet?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah. You should go at the config.
it's not attached. Go back to that place. I saw that.
Okay, go back.
What I saw is not attached. Not attached. This is your host place.
No, not
This
this
is your
place.
host.
Yeah, this place.
Yes, right.
It's made.
Let's click settings.
Settings.
It's very soon now. You grab this is network adapter. Right, so custom, VMnet 0, right? If you set up this network, okay, you're not connected to the internet, right?
Are you connected to the internet?
Yeah, that's right.
It's connected.
No, is your host connected to the internet? Are you sure? Okay, now I have. Alright, so I can see. Alright, so now do IP config.
There's no thing to.
That's not the IP now. You keep alive IP address. Your
Okay, he enabled GCP. Fact, I don't even want to tell you now because it's not getting dry. That means GCP also enabled. Let's confirm this. Right, so now virtual network editor. You enable GCP on your phone, right? So that's why you see your Windows server was able to get an IP address on Mastercard. You can see here, he enabled GCP. Right, so let's confirm. GCP wasn't enabled. You can see now. So it's and I say since it's your network, when you are troubleshooting, you just come to your PC. And so okay, at times you intentionally disable GCP, intentionally do one or two things. You know what you're doing is your network, and you are the administrator. So once it's done now, Windows server will get an IP address now. So it will request for an IP. Just give it for 4 seconds. Right, so if you do IF config or IP config, to get an IP address in the shop. Right, so you can do IP config / release. Alright, so do a continuous ping. Do a continuous ping to Facebook. Let's run a continuous ping to Facebook. You have an IP address. Right, so run a continuous ping. So run a continuous ping to Facebook.
Go back.
Do yours, we have one
Yes, sir.
a continuous ping. A continuous ping, right? It's called yes. Alright, so minimize this. Is responding. You know why we are doing this now continuously. So now come to Windows 10. You see that your Windows 10 doesn't have an IP address. Come to Windows 10. So call up command prompt, Mr. I'm not used to that. I'm using your screen. It's as if I'm using his screen. But I'm still using his laptop. Right, so when you were saying maybe I thought this was his laptop. So IP config, let's see. You see that there's no IP. What do you have here? 19 to 168. Right, so that means it's there's an IP address. So 50 does what?
129.
Check the confirm this.
50 to 129.
50 dollars. That means you've all attached it to VMNZ, right?
No, the first one is 128.
No, you've attached it to VMNZ network. So how do you confirm now, Mr. This one? So right click. No, back to the server. Okay. Back to the Windows 10. I mean, right click on this. Right click on it.
On this one?
Yes.
Settings.
Settings.
Things on VMNZ.
So go to network. So it's already on VMNZ. If you change it now to a different network, it will not have the same IP address as the server. They will be on a different network. You can't communicate with the server. Again, so they can't communicate. Do you understand? So we created 3012. If I attach this adapter to VMnet 1, it's on which network now? The 10.0. We created one was 50, one was 10, and one was 20. So if we attach this one, so that means we want this server and this one to be on the same network. Just like I said, we are on the same network. Right, so we need to first establish a network here before we begin to communicate. Right, so before we can start communicating. So now this is fine. Cancel. So what's the IP address? So run a ping to your server. Let's run a ping to the server. Confirm that you can communicate with your server. Confirm that you can communicate with your server. From the Windows 10.
I think I thought I saw 128. No, I don't go and
Okay, you know
confirm.
it, Abi?
I didn't know. I saw it. So what they ping to your server? Let's all go and ping to our server.
Yeah.
Mr. Bolaji. What they ping to your server? You confirm your server's IP address now. You confirm your server's IP. Your server is responding.
Is it on the internet?
Yeah? You're not going to the internet. It doesn't matter. Whether there's internet or not. If the zero is issuing IP address, it doesn't matter. You even need to have like a full thing here. Your server IP, your this thing. So you don't have to be checking. You get. You have like a noting down the IP addresses. Because there are a whole lot that will be coming into us now. So that's why whether you call Notepad or like I think I saw Mr. Bolaji indicating because he might there are some things that you need to indicate or note now. Maybe Notepad or so. And so you are because you are positioning yourself in the field, or maybe you need to use it after now. It might not be even because it can be held against you.
That's why I was going back to the server to check the IP now.
It's 120. I saw it too, but I'm not sure. Just call the beat to the server now. Then hit enter. Hit enter. If the server is responding to
If you want to tell us
server from the Windows 10 and
from the Windows 10.
what do you say we should do? We should think
Sometimes it seems like I was.
No, we are doing something.
So what they ping from the Windows 10 to the server? You can go and confirm the IP now. I know I saw. Was it not 128 or so? Let's see. Let's see. Just call up another. You don't need to close. Just call up another one. Your server's IP is 120. Maybe it was your own 128. It's not responding. What a continuous ping from the Windows 10. Let's see why it's not responding. So it might be firewall. No, you still type. You know, you just press up out.
You need to think first.
That's why it's not
Yes.
Are you going to be?
Yeah, but
It's not responding. Yeah. So go to. We don't even need it. There are other ways we can confirm. Right. So we don't even need the server to respond. So firewall is disabled. We can't. We don't have the right to go to the server to disable firewall. But there are other ways we can confirm that the server is reachable. Maybe using Nmap or we do AR space like we get to see that the server is up in the network. Right. So but for now, just leave this. Right. So I know. Remember the other day we had to go to one of the PCs. We have to go to one some of the PCs to disable firewall. Right. But so I think when we do that, it will definitely to respond. So but now. Control C. Control C. Yes. Yes, the Windows server's firewall. Windows server's. Yes, so press ARP space hyphen A. ARP space hyphen A. Small letters hyphen A. So let's see if we see the server's IP address. Is the server's IP there?
Yes.
Is there, right? Is there, right? So that's fine.
Which one is it?
Come to the Windows server. So ARP space hyphen A. Should we reduce this? Little of this.
Yeah, right. It's your
ARP.
I'm seeing you.
What is going this?
Yeah,
Alright, so let's get to server. ARP space
So,
hyphen A.
like, not this one.
When I travel to there,
And Mr. Ahmed too.
VP. When you type or something, see, we did ARP space hyphen A. He has done zone. Ask him, okay, what's the hyphen A? You get. So we'll be moving progressively. Because when invite
this is not the major thing. There are major tasks. Installation, that's where I'll be coming. See this kind of one. So you have your neighbor which has IP zone, right? So maybe you didn't hear me or alright, so you've done yours now, right? So I just wanted to confirm that you can see the server's IP. So now let's go back to the server. So while I'm explaining the server, I'll sit here and be demonstrating it so you understand what I'm explaining. Right, so Mr. Makai is the client, the Windows 10 that we installed, right? We're on the same network, either connected wirelessly or via cable, either to the switch or to the wireless router. You understand? So this is the server, this is the client PC, this is the Windows 10. Like I said, you can install multiple Windows 10 and depends on the organization and how you can manage or the capacity of your laptop. Right now we're just doing 2. Right. So now we've not installed anything on this server. It's not benefiting anything on this server. Even though we're on the same network. So we want to elevate, we want to make this server a server. I wanted to use one word, but I think it's a power word. So let's make this server a server. So now the first thing I want us to do. So we tried to ping though, it didn't work. Right, so which was as a result of firewall, right? So, but nevertheless, they are on the same network, which we've confirmed, right? So, because we're able to see the server's IP address with ARP space -A. Now, so now what we'll do here is this, right? So Mr. Makai is the head of IT. He's the only person now, not the head of IT. He's maybe the head of procurement. Is it procurement? So let me bring. I'll use his laptop, even though it's not giving us some science. Alright, so head of procurement, he just joined this new organization, he don't join the same. Right, so join the company. Right, so even though he bought his own laptop to the organization. Right, so there are 2 ways. Organization, you allow you to bring your laptop. There are some that will give you a laptop. Right. So which one should we assume? Because we are following this scenario and we are setting up. Is it better that
They give you a laptop.
they give you a laptop or
They give you a laptop.
They give you a laptop.
and
He
so
brought his own, man.
When they give you a laptop, or they give you a laptop, that's one
you have to set up. So let's say they give you a laptop. Right. So we're giving a laptop. This is right. So now this laptop is connected wirelessly. So that's the assumption, right? So it's connected wirelessly. It's not just connected to the server, it's not linked to the server, it's just connected to the what? To the network. To the network. So remember I said there is a network, there's an aspect of network and there's an aspect of internet. Right, so network means we need to connect devices and communicate. So internet takes us out of hours. Right, so it's connected to the network. So don't make the mistake of saying internet. So this will be helpful for us to understand. Alright, so now this new laptop given to Mr. Makari needs to have access, needs to be part of the domain controller. Right, so the first thing we want to have we want to be able to manage in this network because it's security. We don't want anybody to just come with laptops and connect to our network and begin to access our server, have access to printers and the likes. And remember I said we are using a bank. Right, so this laptop needs to be part of a domain controller. Right, so in that organization. I think the first, for me, if I'm in any interview panel, I mean in any environment or forum where they are carrying out any interview, the first test for anybody is what we are trying to set up. The first test, not IP address. IP addressing is part of it. I mean, when it comes to you're serious and you want to, and you are coming to the field, the first test is what we are trying to set up. And if you beat this first test, every other thing will just be for you. So it's based on this authentication we are trying to set up. Mr. Makari's laptop was to the organization or given to him, right? So now, this laptop, let me give it to you. This laptop will be, this is the Windows 10. So it's your screen now, right? So this is the Windows 10, right? So right now we don't have a domain controller set up on that Windows server, right? So we want to show him by anytime he wants to have access to resources in our organization, or let me just do what organization, whether remotely or local,
it is one, it is unified. GT Bank, their network is unified, it's one, right? So we want a situation whereby he would have to provide a username and password first. That means what we'll do here is to set up a domain controller on our Windows server, then create valid user account for Windows 10. I'll create valid user account for this one, so that anytime he wants to have access to my server, the valid user accounts or credentials that have been created, that's what he would use. We don't want anybody, Mr. Bolaji will come with his friend and they just connect to the network and do accessing the server. Right, so but as cyber security guys, we will think as well. Also, someone will come from the back door and to try to have access. So that's why we are touching base on all. So the first task for us now is to set up a domain controller and Active Directory domain service on this server, so that this guy will first of all be authenticated, right? So before you have access to the resources. So the domain controller is a resource on the server that we are setting up. Right. So then secondly, we want to be able to manage and monitor what he's doing. That's another essence. We want to be able to keep track of what is going on. Even though he leaves this environment today, he takes his laptop home. You know, there's an organization you can take your laptop home now because you work remotely. So we want to be able to keep track of what is going on. And also want to be able to, if I'll tell him, I'll set up a policy that Mr. Makari should not install any application on that laptop. That's from the server. These are resources. These are policies. These are security measures. You cannot connect flash drives to this server. We don't physically block the spot. We block it from the server because he's attached. He has been linked to the server. So we are managing everything that is going on in the organization. That's the first security practice that we put in place. Then before we'll be coming on with our firewall and other security measures. So that's the first step to do. So now on this server, right, you know the first thing we did was to ensure that they're on the network, or the same network, right? So, or we ensure that they are connected to the same network first. Right, so now on this server, so now call up File Explorer. File Explorer. So, File Explorer. So now, are we together? Right, so I click on this PC. Properties. So, there are prerequisites that will be met before we set up this. The first thing is IP address. Very important. A server that doesn't have an IP address you cannot set up a domain controller on the server. So, if you can even notice somewhere, three prerequisites that can be met. You can see that, or it might be more than three, which we've done some, ensuring that they are attached to the network. One, there must be an IP address for the server to be able to, for us to set up a domain controller. The server must have an IP address, one. And second, we want to change this name. Look, as I'm pointing, right? If you are used to, you'll be pointing here. Like you'll be moving, let's synchronize. So now this this name here. Nice name. What's your own name here, Mr. What's your own name? Is it the same with this? Your own, is it the same? What you say you got together?
First name, right?
Yes. It's quite different. Right. So this is it comes to CMD. I want to show you why we are doing this. Very important. Come to call up CMD. We'll run it as administrator. Type CMD, right? Click and run as administrator. Alright, so you've already done that. Don't worry. So just type host name. Type host name there. One word. Are you with us, Mr. Bolaji? Host name. Hit enter. You can see. Can you pronounce this? It cannot be pronounced. Right, so we need to change that name to something we can pronounce, because this is our server. Because we don't know how far the extent we're using this server. Not like, even though you get to a point, you can maybe you get to memorize it, but it's not professional enough. Type who am I here?
One word.
Yeah, one word. Let me confirm that this thing is recording. Right? Who am I, right? So it's showing this administrator. So now, first thing I want us to do is to
is to change this. Let's change it. Come back. We've confirmed the name already. So now back to this properties. So now we name this PC. That's the first thing I want us to do. We're going to be renaming this PC. So now give it just give it Windows Server. Windows capital letter S, then add another capital letter S.
Space or
No, don't give space. If you give a space, it will not work.
Or should not be.
So just another capital letter S. Then server. I don't know if you want to put hyphen, you can put hyphen. You get to, well, I just type this. If you want to put hyphen, you can put hyphen. Windows server, so differentiate it. So next, so we start. It will restart. So why this one is restarting? Let's go to the Windows 10 and do the same thing. We start now. Go to the Windows 10. Plan. Select plan. Thank you. Continue. So now, so the plan is the difference between the plan and the unplan. The plan will restart all the necessary services. Right. So but anyone you come to the Windows 10. Mr. Bola, alright, so now do the same thing we did here. I don't need to tell you again now. Right, so you have the file explorer. I click on this PC. I click on this PC. See this PC here. Thank you. Right click on properties, so I don't need to tell you now. Let's do that one now.
Same Windows server. This should be Windows 10 server. What's that name? Same name.
Just give me this name.
Windows 10.
What do you mean?
Windows server.
The difference between computer name and host name, or let's say who am I and the host name. Yeah. You know, when you were installing this Windows 10, there was where you gave Windows 10, right? That's the computer name. Right, so this one is different. So let's confirm the server should be done.
The one for no, this
For the server, which server?
you can't use numeric.
It's 10 as well. Just use letters, please. Windows 10, that's 10 now.
Yes, my son. It's showing that one or more character.
No, maybe you type character.
I don't have any character.
Yes.
No, it's because of the space. Because of the space.
Okay.
There's this thing.
And you don't have tired hands.
Alright.
Alright, so
After installing,
That tired is not done.
I've
set my own
And this one is
network as well.
you set up this, so it's just the
Restart that machine.
server is going to
You can use
restore.
my
And you should.
laptop charger. Type-C.
Mr. Steve.
Yeah.
I use my laptop charger to plug
in charge of
Yeah, just leave it. Just leave it.
it.
Just leave it, please.
Power bank. Not going to.
Now I use my other this my right side to charge my phone.
You are risking your phone. It's my IC.
Let me.
Yeah, please.
Alright, so now let's close this. It's done nice. It's back up now. Why are you closing the server manager? What I say should close is this one.
Okay, this one.
Yeah. Server manager is meant to be up at all times. So now we have right now we don't have these are default resources. So now first thing we'll do here. So this is the step. This is the aspect I want us to take note of. Right, so we're setting up the domain controller. Yeah, it's either will come to add those and features to move your mouse. Right, so or you come here, come to manage. Click on manage. So add those and features. Okay, so cancel now. So you can add those and features here. You can create a server. So all these ones can be come to manage again. Just click on manage. You can see you can remove what has been installed. So adding those and features. In another thing, we are installing setting up services. Another we are installing setting up services. So that's what we are trying to do now. So add those and features. Thank you. So next. So take note of this step. Very, 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 very important. Right. So next. Next, you can see your server's IP. See, the reason why I say we change the name. That's if we, as we didn't change the name. If we fail to do this before installing this service, however, we cannot do that. We'll try to change the name to compromise our domain controller. So that's why I say we should do this. But first of all, check that this PC has an IP. If I'm showing here, then check the computer name and it's part of the network. That's what we do. Right? So now next. So now what we are setting up is Active Directory Domain Services, the second one. Active Directory Domain Service, the second option. That's what you click on, right? Add features. So add features. So next. Alright, so that's what we do now. All these are just other services. You can see different stuffs. What the server is meant for. Right now, I can say the server is not even doing the work of the server at all. So I'm trying to set up, install certain resources, not everything, things that we want, that we know they are necessary for our organization. Right, so but I'll guide you, and there are some on your own based on your research you want to install. Right, so this server needs to be protected. When an intruder comes to this network, you know that if Mr. Balaji friend, if his friend comes to this network and he knows that physically he knows that this is the server, even though he has if he has gone, maybe the security man, or if the security man would have maybe stopped him from the gate, or even if he tries to do whatever his friend wants to take this PC away, right, it might be difficult, right? So that's physical for that, right? So now what you want to do is it's part of the network, is to check all of these services, what things are running on the server, how you can compromise the server, if maybe information that will be taken out, so that means this server needs to be protected. Is the major asset now. So it's the same, this server, because as we go on to install more services, we are giving room for there's an opportunity for intruders. Once they check, they'll see, oh, they installed Telnet, they installed this. He's not going to come into the server physically to check. So it's our duty, right? From wherever we are, we get to see what is going. So it's still our duty to secure what we know and intruder from the back door want to compromise this. So these are our duty. So we are moving gradually. So that's why after I think tomorrow I'll share it. Right. So we will now create maybe draw something in our booklets. Right, so you say this is your server, this is your Windows 10, give it an IP address, give it, not that you indicate the IP. Anyways, I will explain that when we meet, so you understand. So now, next. Next is. Alright, so if you go back first. Go back on, yes, that's the only rule. Go back, there's something I wanted to explain here. Yes, go back. Now, one step backward, just one step. Just be here. Let's be here. Let me explain something here.
if you look at this, you say Active Directory Domain Services stores information about objects on the network. All these are resources, objects on the network about, and makes this information available to users. Who are the users? Right? Users, and even us too. We are also users for administrators, because I can decide to Mr. My guy comes friend with my boss. I can elevate his privilege. We can install some applications. There are some things I will do, right? So to make him maybe an administrator. So and ADDS means Active Directory Domain Service, right? So now users domain controllers to give network users access to permitted. You see, access very important. As we can underline this, access to permitted. Users access to permitted resources anywhere on the network through a single logon process. If you can even screenshot this, right? So I want someone to screenshot this and share to the group. If you are connected, just screenshot this like this and share to the group, right? So just that this, I want the Active Directory to show. So based on all these things I've explained, you've seen it here. That's why I say we are trying to bring it in three different ways. What we are doing in typical scenario and with my server, using my PC. Have you done that? Who is doing it? Right, so next please. So let's go next. Right, so we don't need all this one, so nothing for now. So the more we install, the more we get to understand this environment. Now we're just doing just one. We have the first authentication. Before going to install all these things, we don't want anybody to just connect and to our resources. Let them be authenticated. So next, please. So next. Right, so for now we'll have to do it manually. We don't want it automatically. So install. So once this domain controller is done installing, right, so we are going to promote it. Right, so we are going to advertise the domain controller. So that's what we are going to do now. That's what we will do after this. Eh? Who is not here? Are we all on this page? You're not here. It's like you and I will meet specially, but that's your. Because I have a fix, so an alternative. There's something that I can do. Oh, this thing is not talking.
I think it's done.
Yeah, it should be done.
So
click on close.
Mr.
Mr. Blad,
You
can see now, we've installed the EDS. So you can see here now, it has created the zone icon here. So anyone, are you still studying? You're not studying. It doesn't take time. So now this is it. Come here, come to the notification. Yes. So this is where we promote it. So whenever you're on your server, you see this icon, telling you that something is wrong there. You see.
What was after this?
Promote. Eh?
Click on the post.
Promote. You click on close.
Click on promote.
Promote. Are we on here? Eh? Where are you? You click on close. system, continue installation. The system, you're also started. The same thing that we did. We started normalizing for people. You didn't start the server to get the zero. You did get the zero. You did it. Then the next one, you understand? Have you checked it? The first option to check is that. We are adding a new forest. So if we have, so this aspect is, let's say for instance now, this is our headquarters. We have another branch somewhere else. Right, so we don't want them to add a domain to that, an existing domain. Right, so if GT Bank maybe in another location, we already have their server, we created the domain controller. So we are adding our own to theirs. That's really the primary, so that's just the second. So now, for what we are doing, we are setting up a fresh one. So that's the new forest. Alright, so add a new forest. So this is very, very important. So this new forest here, it's is the domain name. Mr. Bolaji, you're not with us later, you bring us back. What's your, was it you have the organization, you have your laptop is linked to the domain. Eh? What's your domain name? No, you should know the domain name. So there's a unique domain name, right? So it's just like a website. Like for instance now, the domain name can be like mine. I give mine easyserver.com. easyserver.com. Right, so .com or you say .local. There must be a dot something extension. You check from your minister now. When you right click on this PC, the same way you change your IP address. The same way you change your computer name, you check from there. Right, so now let's set up a domain controller. A forest. So now you all decide which name you want to give because this is a server. You are setting up a server. So my own lab, I gave mine AD server, A for active, D for directory, server.com. If you want to give your, you can say maybe your name server.com, maybe desmondserver.com, or maybe a business name or a name you can coin. But I want you to add the word server. Let's use small letter. I want you to use small letters. So it will still work though. It doesn't make any sense. You can change it, but you have to. The process of changing it. Eh? No, it's one word. I know. I used to be a website that I have www.space fac is one actual one email address, one word. Right, so email address, I don't think there's any email address that has space. So it's one word. So it's a unique name. You need to identify this domain controller. So it gives its own response server. So you can give your own something else. And it's not like you will definitely remember, it's not a password. Right, so and you don't have to type in it again, because when you log on to the server, you see it's welcome to response server or something.com. Right, so next. Yes, please. Right, so here we're going to be setting up a password. It's still loading. Okay? Yes, so we're going to be setting up a password that would have uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and characters.
Compared from the first one that we did,
If you feel like.
it's the same, it will still work.
It will still work.
So, I will just advise. We are not talking about the training in our life. You know how you know.
My in real life, my passwords are different anyway. I hardly repeat password, so that's so since it's your lab, you can repeat. You get it.
I thought the password was open.
You confirm the password next, please.
Seeing something.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
there's any big issue. So next. Yes.
So now, this is the next file. So next, if the password is not stopped, we won't go past that stage. So next, okay, we click on install, right?
No, next step.
Okay, right. Are you on this page?
Do we click next after this?
We ask because after now, you have two tasks to do. It's done. You did it, it's done. It's not loading again now, it's done. Just click on close. As I said, it will be done, you have to click on close. It will be completed. But you won't get to know see it then. So add a new column, the same thing. Are you on this page? No, you can't be having this thing. This thing is done. What do you click on? Can you promote them? Can you start the service? There's no space, one word.com. One word. There's no next time. No, wait, guys, it's not anything. Let us just use it. Yeah? It doesn't matter. This is start. Just come here and start. Right. Upper. I don't think it's with us. Yes. It is not with us. Right, so. Yes. So if yours is not successful after that means this something or something is wrong. Yeah, let's see.
I don't think next time.
It's loading.
So it's checking on the website. Right, so it's fine. You can see if you don't have this up is like fast,
That means it's not going to work. You have to do this again and again. So install. If you're done installing, go ahead. Eh? Yes. You know what it is?
Now right here.
Don't want to check anything, just do it. Yeah, anywhere you see give me anything, there's only the domain name and if you need configure password. I don't think
Okay, have you done the .com previously for this one?
Set a very strong password. I don't want to put this password in. You have to use this password. When you start the server, so start the installation again. Or remove the accidentally installed. Go to manage, remove what you installed. I don't know what you clicked. So next is once it's done, the server will start. You check it because it might be done. You are still looking at it. Still might be done. Mr. Ahmed.
Right, so I think it
yeah,
has clicked on. Yes, it will restart. Yes. So close. So it will restart. So you are done with this. So when it's logging in now, you will see the different name, right? So it's from the server. If I don't want you to change the desktop of your laptop, it's from the server of it. You as a client. It's from the server. The desktop I want you to be using. Desktops, environment, so wallpaper is from the server. That's what it is. What I don't, everything that is being managed from the server. Right, so, and we'll go to that environment. So the first one we're doing is just the domain controller. I hope this will not take time. Alright, so let the password be thoughtful.
30 minutes.
One of them will start. Because
Doesn't know the password.
doesn't know the password. It's TBD.
But this bell password and that, it's the market. The person sets it here, right?
It's not like
Forget
I'm not charging sales.
when you
So they remove from the bracket, you guys using it to access it. Because they have already used it. How do you know that I'm using the laptop? So I'm anything I do with that laptop, yes.
See, what you want to install was accidentally certificate services. Sort of domain services. That was 1 year.
I don't know. It's not because of the security. I really don't know.
So, once I'm done installing, once I'm done with the right,
Don't want.
once I'm done with it, you cannot install it. So the domains, like, so it's done now.
You got this one.
So, are you, so now, based on what we have now, there's one server administrator, like, so, continue now, that's okay, you can never done there, not done, you cannot finish. Alright, so, this is the, your administrative environment, right, so this is where you log on. Even though you come here, if you want to log on, use administrator, click here first. You can see sign into the Desmond server. Right, so that's your server. That's the domain. You go here too. Right, so click there. Right, so now enter your password. The password you click there. for the forest.
But sorry, let's say you do different password now. Now that password can be just control. There's not enough. It's not enough.
No,
There are one
which of them?
What's one was created apart from the forest?
When this was just like a
The
joke.
one is when a user wants a user like a client listener. You know, right now we are setting up the server. If I want to add this PC to it to our domain, right, I will do that myself. I'll take the PC, I will query this domain, this one server.com. Then I will now enter the password after the forest. Yes, so that's the password. You don't even need to know the password. You don't want to enter the password. But what we are doing now, we are still going to create his own. Now that's to sign into the domain, to be part of the domain. Then we are still going to create a password, a username and password for him. Right? So sign into his own account.
That's where they
Yes. Yes, you use other user. That's where you use other user. Without, he's not part of our domain. There's no way he will have access to the resources that are setting up on this app. Yes, so now, I think that's the first aspect. So now come here. Click here. So click here. It's installing. It's installing. Don't remove it. Right, so let's just, even though you're not with us, you're not button here, so let's just look at this. Right, so we have, no, don't remove it. It starts. You are meant to restart first. Are you, let me see. You're just meant to supposed to restart first. Yes, I need to restart. I don't think you installed it. It's not there now. Say you installed it. It's not there now. It started first. Once it's done, it starts with the menu. How do I say? Alright, so now let's have let's create an account for this thing. Very important. So let's create an account for this thing. So come here. So this is the aspect I want us to take for today. Right, so come to tools. So under tools, you see a whole lot of, click on tools you see a whole lot of components and functionalities. Right, so this is like the control panel of the Linux server. So if you scroll down here, you see some, that's the arrow, you can see some other ones. You can do server backup, a whole lot of system information, it's like the control panel of it. So you come to Active Directory users and computers. Right, so Active Directory users and computers. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? You're not there yet, right? So Active Directory users and computers. Right, so now, yes, please. So now, look at desktop-server.com. This is the forest. You can have multiple forests and link up this to this to this, different PCs. And take note, there's the computer and their people, their users. So you are a user. This is a computer. I'll set up a policy that will affect this computer. It's affecting you. So some policy I will set up to affect you, it's not affect this PC. Policy like maybe you are trying to sign in. Oh, we'll get to the aspects, you know. So now, read this drop down here. Read this drop down. So these are objects of this domain controller. Right, of this domain controller, desktop-server.com. So come to users. I will explain this when we do it. I'll use my lab to explain very important. To explain all of this. Before you can go on to understand your environment or set up policies that will take effect on computers in your. So you need to understand how this object, you need to understand how your server works. Right, so now these are objects. Right now we don't have any user, a valid user account that has been created. So even in the once you even connect, if you connect to the domain controller, there's no way you will even sign in. We've not created the user account for him. Right, so now if I click here, to confirm you can scroll here, there is only guest. And this guest is sitting on the user server. Right, so we are meant to see a valid domain user account. You can see user here, it's just one, and it's a guest. It's a secondary account. So scroll up. Right, so this is administrator. C sitting on this server itself. Right, so right click here. Let me tell you where you need to understand. So I will explain other aspects. We just come to new. Right, so the aspect I was telling computer, the user, the explainer, these are just things that we can set up. So first thing you want to do right is to set up the user account in Windows 10. Yes, click on user. You started. I'll come back to you. So now, what after domain count or username you want this Windows 10? So I can't just, because this is my network, this is what I this is the official organization. This is what I can't just set up a valid account for Mr. Makari now. I can't use any name. I must know his real name, his first name and password. I mean his first name and last name. Right, so if it's a Mr. or Mrs., if that's the initial, if I want to add it. So everybody have their own unique username and password. So after this start, right, so we are still going to create, but I think I will talk that one. I will say that that will be checkable. Create another, we create multiple accounts, and if we have enough resources, we can install another Windows 10 just for us to practice, see how it works. Why this one, you give a policy that will benefit this one, you give a policy that will not benefit the other one, it's just to practice. Or one PC will sign in with 3 different accounts. You disconnect, you switch it into another account. You can use one PC. So now, first thing you need with it. This Windows 10 is a PC in our network. It's like this PC, like so a client PC or. So what name to give it? I'm asking is your environment. What name do you want to give it?
Just find one name your brother's name.
Maybe somebody name and someone maybe anybody, maybe your friend's name and his son name, or you can coin any unique name. Right, so, but my own environment, I always give user 1, user 2, user 3, or something one, you know, but something will be great. Okay, so you just give this one user 1. You know, there's no need for last name. It's not compulsory, but first name is important. Right, so user 1, initially Mr. or Mrs. Not important. Right. So now, the most important here is the logon name. Take note, Mr. Makari. Right, so this is the logon name. The most important is the logon name. User 1 as, if he wants to sign in, that's what he would use. So user 1, you don't even need to put other uppercase or lowercase. Anyway, just no for this logon name. For the logon name, you don't need it. Right, so but you can, but for me, I feel it's, let's just be like this. Okay. So even though you use it, the small letter or capital letter it will work. Eh? Right click on the user, then new. Okay, from tools to the right click on the new user. That was very disciplined. Right, so user 1, you can see you can either log on via this format or here. You can see automatically this one came up, right? So user 1 at desmondserver.com. That's what you can use. Or you see Desmond server backward slash user 1. So next. So now the password. So what password should the user use to log on to his account? Right, so before you do that, right, you can see user must change password at the next level. It is strict. That means I'll try to create the account for Mr. Makari now. If he wants to, you have to change the password. That's the next point. I'll tell him the password. So this is your password. When he's signing in, he will not. You see another option to set up a new password, right? So if I say user cannot change password, it's what I give him. That's the password he's using. You get any password I give, that's what you use. See, password never expires. If I want the password not to expire, I have to check this, right? Because for security reasons, our password should be changing our password every 1 week, 2 weeks, or 1 month. It depends. And we can decide to change everybody's password. We set all their password for my own as before. Right, so this third option, account disabled. If I know that Mr. Makari just joined your company, he has not submitted all the necessary documents. Right, so I'll first of all disable the account. You know that I've set up all this, what I need here. Until when he has provided maybe one credential, I'll just enable this for name. Not like this will stop me from setting up this password, no. Or you just check, uncheck and that's all. Or right click and enable, that's all. So for now, we'll just do user must not change password, uncheck it. So user must not change password. That's why I say that is, you can create multiple accounts, then allow this Windows 10 to switch user 1, he connects A, then the next one he'll be signing user 2, giving another right just for you to test and see. User cannot change password. Let him change the password the next time. That will take effect on user 2. Then the third one, account disabled. Let it be on user 3. So you can create user 1, user 2, user 3, but on different accounts. But still the Windows 10, but switching accounts. Okay, so now we have user cannot change and password never expires. Check password never expires. Yes. Now, password what the account is not for you now, it's for the Windows 10, the user. You understand? It's for the user. So once you're done with it, just go to the Windows 10, connect the Windows 10 to the so that is you will be using your screen tomorrow. Yes, so because this is what we are saying. Even though I'm not saying that, so in case of any, I mean, we are starting with your own, not we are using only yours, we are starting with your own. Because I don't know what they are configuring. Alright, so next. I don't know how to finish. Alright, so you can see user 1 now created. So as when we created that initial, you see Mr. User 1 or Mr. User or Mr. Felicia User 1.
The password can be any type of password.
Anyone.
But can we configure how you can put your password? Like, can we put your password policies like that?
Exactly. That password policy we are going to that. So nobody, even though you say they can change password, imagine they now use their name Ade or if I want to we will set up a, but by default I think the Windows server has a policy to have the uppercase or so. For the security policy we set it up. Right, so we don't want anybody, in fact, okay, right click here now. Right click here. Yes, thank you. So you can see we set password, disable account, add to a group, or call to delete, rename, their options. So I will take over this tomorrow to explain very important. I have it already set up. Right, so I will explain this. Right, using I'll use my lab and Mr. Desmond to explain environment to explain this. So now that's fine. So let's just go to the Windows 10. I think that's where we'll wrap it up. Windows 10. Let's do Windows 10 log on with the account that has been created. Right, so Windows 10 has gone to sleep. So click on this, Mr. Desmond. So cancel. Alright. So now, File Explorer. Let me see what. Are you with us? Imagine that came lazy. You created this account. You installed EDDS, right? So, promote, I'm going to promote it for. I think promote it. Eh? What is this? This is promote now. Click on promote. Just a moment, please. Right, so you're already on track with us now. So you're following and they're also following and creating accounts. So user 1. This you. So create a password. Take a password. So Alpha. So create a password. Then then you go to your Windows 10. Once you're done with that, go to your Windows 10. So let's be fast now. So right click on this PC. Right click on this PC. Properties. Confirm that. Are you still in the meeting? Are you still in the meeting? Or you confirm that it's still recording. So expand this. Expand. So last time we changed the name right with rename this PC. So now we are going to be, this is too tiny. We name this PC advanced. We name this PC advanced. Yes. So this is so come down, bring this thing down. Like this similar. Bring this window down. Yes.
Okay, bring it down.
Thank you. The middle. Is look how you increase this screen.
So it's after we name PC.
We name this PC advanced. Not we name this PC. We name this PC advanced. Expand your screen. You see it somewhere here. Have you seen it? Please blocking each other. Where is it looking for? It's looking for we name this PC somewhere. Thank you. Show me. Are you on the Windows 10? I say you go to the Windows 10 after you create the account. Come to Windows 10. Alright, so Mr. Desmond, so this is what you do. Right. So now we're going to click on change. Go to Windows 10. Right, so he would help you because you need to be faster. So now domain. Can you see domain? It's like this thing is. This is the last part. So domain. So what's your own domain? What's your domain name? Response server. So what's your domain name? That's what you type there. Domain name. The domain is what? Oh, Mr. Ahmed is confusing me.
No. It's because we won't pay attention. Where did he click now?
That's one server. Okay.
Is it change? Did he click change?
Change.
Then what we can have?
No, come to domain. When you click on domain, what is automatically on checks. Alright, so this is where I want us to see how it works now. So from the client PC, from the Windows 10 PC, right? So it's the same process. We'll come here, go to the File Explorer, come to Desmond. Did you put .com? You don't have .com, right? There must be a .com. If not, you will be lost. Yes. What makes Facebook is unique is .com. So it's not just if you say Facebook, it will search. So if you say .com, you take us straight to Facebook database. So .com. So okay. Let's hope it works. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you what we can do for fix. None has worked. Why? Cannot be contacted, right? Why? I don't know. So now, let's do this. Click OK. Click OK. Alright, so the DNS, very important. DNS is important for Windows 10 to communicate with the Windows server. DNS is a protocol, right? So it's a domain name system, right? So domain name server. So we want desmondserver.com to be able to be translated to the IP address, vice versa. So there's no unique there's this DNS here. Okay, what would you do? Code becomes solutions, right? So let's attach Windows Server. Let's attach Windows Server and then Windows 10 to. Let's not use the one with the public DNS or not public with the internet connection. So let's go to Windows Server. Come to Windows Server. Windows Server. Click on it now. So right click and attach it to VMnet 1. Let's use that's the reason why we created host only network settings. Right, so attach by saying attach your Windows 10 or Kali to this network. I'll not be telling you come to settings because we're just doing it. You will know where to go. It's either you right click here or you come here you can see it anywhere, or there are different ways to go about it. You get, so there are still doing it. No, this is it now. One network adapter. So we want to create additional network adapter. You see, why I prefer the virtual lab, or why you can have a PC can be attached to two different networks or three multiple networks. So we are adding another network adapter. So this Windows server. So add. And you can see hard drive, everything up, all these are peripherals. So network adapter, finish. So let's attach it to what? Come to custom. So this is where you will always attach. If I say attach to DNS one of them, so you come to custom, then select the actual adapter you want to attach it to, or the actual network. DNS one, thank you. So let's attach it to DNS one.
Why did you create that adapter?
Add, you click on. You click it now, show me now. We are going to system.
No, he's doing that on the existing adapter.
Are you sure?
Please,
You know that one. If it's wrong, right? The thing is wrong. It's fun. Let me give you your mistake. How did I do that? So VNS one, right? So no, this is all we're attaching to VNS one. VNS one, right? So okay. So this come here, right? Click here. I click on your network adapter. Right, so most of all this is we are just doing as I was saying, I'm coming here. When you do that, you know what to do next. Expand it so you see it. Right, so change the data options. It's the same way you normally configure IP address. So this one now, VMnet 0, did you enable DHCP on VMnet 1? Did you enable DHCP on VMnet 1? Did we? I don't think we did not, right? You already enable DHCP on what? Thank you. So now see, it's identifying forever. It will not get an IP address on that VMnet 1 network. That means what should you do here? Manually. Thank you. So that's why I say once you understand your network, you know what you're doing. So I'm doing this because I don't want to be using the DHCP DNS. Let's manually configure IP address and DNS. Let's see how it is. Right, so disable this one. Let's disable this one. Right click and disable. So let's come and configure it here. So remember to enable this one later. Right, so not like we cannot configure it here, right? This one is still on it. We don't want conflict of DNS. When we come back to the Windows 10 to connect. Right, so come here. No, double click. Properties. IPv4. You know how we configure IP address now. But IP address is something we will always configure. Right, so properties. Use the following manual. You have to manually configure. So what IP should we give it? Thank you.
Mr. 192 dot 10. Thank you. So 10 because we gave VMnet 1 10.
Do you understand? So we gave VMnet 1 10. And we're attaching Windows Server to VMnet. So that means since it's not getting IP address automatically, any IP address we are giving it. So it will be 192.168.10 dot anything you want to give it. So 192.168 10 dots. Let's give it 10 dots 10, right? Let's give it 10 dots 10. 10. So the subnet mask automatically no need for gateway. So very important DNS. Our concern is DNS. So let's give DNS 10 dot 10. DNS can have the same IP with our main IP. It can be the same IP with our the primary IP, so it doesn't spoil. So 192.168.10 dot 10. Let's make that happen now. So See what you're doing here. You will go to your Windows 10 and do the same thing. Right, so but Windows 10 will not be having same 10.10 now. You will have a different ID. 10 dot some, thank you. So okay now.
So we're not touching your current DNS.
So leave it. We'll come back to it when we bring in our firewall. So we'll come back to the no. Please. As if you wanted to do something that will scatter the whole. Alright, so now come to your Windows 10
I'm
now.
not labeling this one with 0.
No, you need it for now. Windows 10. So do the same thing you did here. Cancel this. Cancel this. Cancel this. So now. Okay. Alright, so I don't know where Mr. Desmond is. Windows 10 now. Add a network adapter. Let me say it. So. If you are doing it, you can use that. That's why you are. You are adding. So we say how.
It's telling you to go to settings.
Someone is telling you.
Network adapter.
These are the losses. Not you. This is your host. This is your host. You are not doing it on the host. Where are you coming to? This is your host. This is where we are. This is where we are.
I only want to be in 0 now.
Did you see the network adapter is showing there now? Okay, we are working on it now, are we? So I think you have to take it and remove it from cost, are we?
No. That's just one thing to go now. The gym.
That's what okay, our cost of
So,
No, we are not meant to add to it though. We are meant to configure
We are meant to add a new one.
okay, a new.
Yes, that's what we did on the other one. So okay, I'm not configure it again. No,
You're correct.